This vocal mixing template transforms your raw vocals from this
I appreciate the way you watch me, I can't lie, drop it down
to this.
I appreciate the way you watch me, I can't lie, drop it down.
Not only will I show you how to create this template, which has been used by LANA DEL REY, but you can also download it via the link in the description for all major DAWs. It has been recreated based on tutorials by her mixing engineer Kieron Menzies. You open an instance of Waves SSLEQ with the displayed settings, renowned for its precise, musical, and flexible sound shaping capabilities. The Waves SSLEQ provides 4 parametric bands that faithfully emulate the sound of the legendary SSL 4000G console. To start, set the low cut to 100 Hz to eliminate any unnecessary sub-bass rumble and clean up the low end. Next, gently reduce the 300 to 400 Hz range by a couple of decibels. This step helps to remove any muddiness or boxiness in the mid-range, resulting in a clearer and more defined sound. Finally, boost the high frequencies by 3 decibels at 5 kHz and above. This will add brightness and air to your track, enhancing the clarity and making the elements in your mix, such as vocals or cymbals, shine through with crispness. Load an instance of the 2A compressor with the displayed settings. This compressor, modeled after the classic LA2A leveling amplifier, is renowned for its smooth, warm, and musical compression. It is particularly effective on vocals, bass, and other instruments where you want to retain natural dynamics while adding a touch of vintage warmth. Set the reduction until you achieve maximum 10 decibels of the gain reduction in loudest parts.
I appreciate the way you watch me, I can't lie, drop it down.
Hit the subscribe button so you won't miss out new contents. The CLA2A excels in providing gentle and transparent compression with its program-dependent attack and release times, which automatically adjust based on the incoming signal. This makes it an ideal choice for smoothing out peaks without squashing the dynamics of your audio. Load an instance of Waves DeEsser with the displayed settings. While I set the frequency to 7K, you may need to set it on different frequencies based on the vocal's character. Even you might need 2 instances of it. By using this DeEsser, you'll achieve a smoother, more professional sound, ensuring that the high-frequency content remains pleasant to the ears without causing any irritation or distraction in the mix.
Baby, I totally get it. You can't get me off.
Load an instance of Waves C4 with the displayed settings. We need maximum of 3 or 4 decibels of gain reduction in low and high frequency bands.
Baby, I totally get it. You can't get me off your mind.
See how carefully the attack and release have been set in the mid and high frequencies to quickly tame transients and control sibilants, while the release has been set longer in the lower mids and low frequencies to allow for a more natural and smooth compression of the vocal's body. By the way, if you have enjoyed the video until now, support it by hitting the like button. The longer release in the lower mids and low frequencies allows for a more gradual and controlled compression, which helps to maintain the warmth, depth, and fullness of the vocal without making it sound overly compressed or unnatural. Load an instance of Rcompressor with the displayed settings. While he uses Pro Tools stock compressor with the displayed settings, you can use any other compressor plugin. This would be as the final stage of vocal chain.
Baby, I totally get it. You can't get me off your mind.
This step isn't part of his standard mixing process, but I discovered that adding some high frequencies with Slate Digital Fresh Air can truly elevate the vocals to the next level. Fresh Air is a unique, high-end enhancer that adds a touch of sparkle and brilliance to your audio, bringing out the finer details in a way that feels both airy and natural.
I appreciate the way you want me, I can't lie. Drop it low, I back it up, I know you want.
It's especially effective on vocals, where it can add clarity and presence without making the sound harsh or sibilant. Since it's a free plugin, everyone can take advantage of this powerful tool. Simply applying a subtle boost with fresh air can make the vocals shine, giving them a polished, professional quality that helps them stand out in the mix.
I appreciate the way you want me, I can't lie. I appreciate the way you want me, I can't lie.
In most of her tracks, Spring Reverb is used in Lana Del Rey's vocal chain. The Spring Reverb effect, with its characteristic metallic shimmer and resonance, adds a vintage, almost ethereal texture to her vocals, creating an atmosphere that evokes a sense of timelessness and melancholy. While her mixing engineer uses Pro Tools AIR Spring Reverb with the displayed settings, I found that you can achieve similar results with Wave's Magma Spring Reverb with the displayed settings. Listen to its sound.
I appreciate the way you want me, I can't lie. I appreciate the way you want me, I can't lie. Drop it low, I back it up, I know you want.
The use of Spring Reverb also contributes to the overall retro aesthetic of her music, harking back to classic recordings from the 1950s and 60s, which often featured this type of reverb. Load an instance of H-Delay with the displayed settings. Make sure you've turned the lo-fi button on.
I appreciate the way you want me, I can't lie. Drop it low, I back it up, I know you wanna think you're mine. Baby, I totally get it.
In early digital delay devices, the sample rate was often reduced to allow greater delay values using the same memory chip, causing reduced frequency range. In lo-fi mode, H-Delay emulates this behavior, while the delay time range remains the same. Load an instance of Valhalla Vintage Verb with the displayed settings. While he uses Pro Tools Reverb with the specified settings, you can achieve a similar effect with any other high-quality reverb plugin. Just make sure to set the pre-delay to 13 milliseconds and the decay time to 4 or 5 seconds. This combination will create a rich, immersive reverb tail that enhances the sense of space around the vocals or instruments. The 13 millisecond pre-delay allows the initial vocal or instrument transients to come through clearly before the reverb kicks in, ensuring that the sound remains crisp and defined while still benefiting from the lush reverb that follows.
I appreciate the way you watch me, I can't lie. I drop it down, I pick it up.
This reverb setup is particularly effective in creating a dreamy, cinematic quality, making it perfect for genres like pop, rock, or ambient music, where a sense of depth and emotion is essential.